Hi everyone, this is the Zapier integration video number 2. Here we'll be looking at how to create a Zap. So when you log in, or once you created the account, you'll come to a user interface that looks like this. It's on the home menu of Zapier, and basically they list all the apps that they have here. So for example, you can see like Evernote, YouTube, Shopify, and soon to be listed Leads Hook. And so if you want to integrate with if you do want to integrate any of the 6 direct integrations we have, then use that. But if your app is not one of the 6, then come in here and locate your app. I'll also be going through in the next video what to do if you just can't find your app listed here. Okay, there's a few ways to still integrate. Okay, so for now we're going to go through and show the integration. But before I do that, I just want to show you that our integration at the moment is considered beta by Zapier, and that's because we don't have more than 10 users that are actively using it in a Zap. So until that happens, we'll remain in beta. So by the time you're watching this video, we may be out of beta. If we're out of beta, then you'll be able to find us directly from the apps menu here. But if not, I'll be adding this link into the training program as well. Just go ahead and click that link, and that way Zapier will know that you want to use Leads Hook. So it's an authorization, it's a private invitation to Leads Hook inside the Zapier platform. Okay, so now I'll go and show you how to go about doing a Zap. Right, so in the Zaps menu, you'll see your Zaps listed. If you already are an existing user, then this video is probably going to be too basic for you, so you can feel free to go ahead and just make Zap. But those who have not made a Zap before, this is your first time on Zapier, uh, you have to go make a Zap, sorry, not mark a Zap, make a Zap, and you'll just locate Leads Hook, and there it is, version 0.01. Just want to let you know, be sure to have logged out of Leads Hook and Account Manager, so you should not be logged into the system. It's still in beta, so we're still working through a few of the issues. So it's important that you are logged out any of Leads Hook basically, and also Account Manager, which is our Account Manager platform. Excuse me. And the other thing is that only a owner will be able to create a Zap uh, that will transfer leads. That's a security feature because we just want to make sure that leads are not willy-nilly transferred to any third party. So only an owner will be able to create a Zap, or the owner login, I should say, will be able to access the leads that have been captured inside LeadsHook. Right, so let's save and continue. Um, I'm going to go ahead and create a new account. These are some old accounts. And when you click on the create an account, you'll end up with this user application to give access to LeadsHook. To grant to integrate basically with LeadsHook. So what you want to do is you take your URL of your account that you use to log inside LeadsHook, which will normally be my account leadshook.io. Just be sure to delete that part and only have your account left. No HTTP or HTTPS. So in my case, I will be using test1 because my test account is called test1.leadshook.io. So I'll be using test1. Yes, continue. And you should be transferred over through to this login page. Now, this step is quite important. Only use the account manager for login. This login will not work. Okay, so this is that you would normally use for your everyday usage. Don't use this login. You have to use the login with account manager. So I'm going to click that. Use the same login and password that you would normally use to access LeadsHook, because it essentially is the same login applies to both systems. I'm going to sign in. It's waiting for Zapier, and now the integration has been done. Okay, so that's the integration completed. To test to see whether that works, just click the test button. It'll say, yep, it's a success, and you continue. Now, in this case, it's going to log in directly into your LeadsHook account, and it's going to pick up all the decision trees. So these are a few of the test ones that I've been playing with, and the one that I want to search for is called MC Test, which is this one here. Just like to correct the refresh button, that'll pick up all the fields that are being used, and we click continue. And what it's going to do is you want to fetch an existing lead. So if you have a lead already, it'll okay. Just click that. So what you want to do is you want to see. So please do have one saved lead in your decision tree, even if it's a test one. Is what it does. It at least tells you that you're picking up the right lead. So in my case, I had one with the first name of test one, and it picks up a whole lot of details about what it is, the email address, and all of my custom fields will be stored right over here. Okay, so these are all the various custom fields that are being used, and okay, so that's all the data that's been saved, because obviously we save quite a bit of data for each lead, and that's being stored right over here. So you'll be able to see that it's come across. So the lead has come across from LeadsHook, and now what you want to do is you want to continue, and now we want to pick an app that we want to transfer to. So I'm going to go ahead and pick MailChimp, because that's the one that I use, but in your case you will pick whatever app that you use. And what are we doing? We're going to add and update the subscriber, and continue, because you're transferring leads from here through to MailChimp. You'll pick a similar function for your, or similar action I should say, for your own you'll pick an action for your ESP or whatever system you're integrating with, and you want to create an account. So in my case, so you go ahead and create your account at MailChimp. So it's a same process. You click that, and it'll take you through a login screen for to authorize MailChimp to Zapier now, because Zapier is a third-party system that sits in between the two apps. So I'm going to do that because it's the same process, same step. I'm just going to use an old one. Let me just make sure it's still working. Yep, that's cool. So save and continue. Set of the template is basically the field mapping. Okay, so what list do I want to put people into? I'm just going to put them into this test list, and here you want to map your field. So just make sure that we have, there you go, that's the email field. So that's so this is the field mapping part basically. Double opt-in, in my case, oops, you can set that up if that's what you're using. I'm not gonna really bother. This is not the important part. It's basically just making sure that you go ahead and you do the mapping as well as you can, and in this case, okay, so that's for groups. No, we don't want to use that. I just want to refresh the fields and see if I can find. There you go, first name. So once you refresh the fields, you're going to get all the other fields that have come across. I just want to make sure I'm going to scroll down through to first name. That's a Zapier test. So it gives you a bit of a sample of what that looks like. Last name, if you want to integrate that, we didn't transfer last name. That's the results link. I want to go ahead and set up results link right over here, the R link field. Okay. Now, in this case, I've already set up these fields inside MailChimp, so you're going to have to do that first. So there's a step in between these two. Once you've identified what fields you want to transfer across, you'll have to go into your ESP, whatever platform you're using, and go ahead and create the fields inside that system. So that way, when you click on fields, it'll give you the full list. This is the full list of fields that we've got for this list inside MailChimp. So you want to do something similar. This is one of the ways in which the integration is a little bit, I guess, takes a little bit longer than it would from inside LeadsHook, where you would just put a checkbox against auto create and press the button, and it will log into MailChimp or any third-party platform and create the fields for you. With the Zapier integration, you need to manually create the fields in whatever destination system that you're using. So go ahead and do that. I think that's pretty much done. And it'll give you a sample of what's going to remain empty and what's going to work, and that's fine. Okay, so we'll go do a test and make sure that it works, and yep, so that was successful, and I'm going to click finish. Now if you want to add additional steps, so say for example if you wanted to add a lead to another platform, say I don't know, let's say you want to save your lead in 3 different email marketing systems, go ahead and just click add step, and you can go ahead and add that in. So if I go add step, it'll give me one more. Basically you're repeating this again, and you can keep going, you can keep daisy chaining as much as you want. Right, so but I'm gonna skip that now, and that's pretty much the let's go ahead and delete that. Yes, really delete. So that's done. I'm going to name this Zap, which is leads hook to MailChimp. We'll call this demo, and let's turn it on. So now the Zap is has been turned on, or it's activated. So go to the dashboard, and you'll see that it's the leads hook to MailChimp demo Zap that is been activated. So now the leads will automatically transfer. Whenever a lead comes in now, it'll go and transfer it to MailChimp. Okay, now just a few things for troubleshooting. If you find that they're not coming across, just go through to task history, and you'll see what's happening with the Zap, and what's happening. Yeah, so because obviously we haven't had a lead come across after setting up the Zap. We won't see anything in here, but normally you'll see the leads that have come across. So that way you can check and see what's going on. And that's basically how apologies, how Zapier works. And please go ahead and create your own Zap. And if you have any issues, please get back to us. We'll try and help as much as we can. Unfortunately, if you're using a platform that we don't have access to, then the way that we'll normally help you is for you to give us set us up with an admin login or something, so that way we can see why it's not working. If it's not working, we're here to help you, so please do reach out if there's something we can help you with. Though we're dealing with third-party platforms that we don't know much about, we'll try and help as much as we can. Thank you, and please move on to the next video where we have some advanced uses of Zapier.